And everybody knows the supposed backstory of Alcatraz, with the escape of Frank Morse and the England brothers. What made me investigate and look into Alcatraz being a potential hoax, a fabrication, was this documentary I saw on History Channel. But the bottom line, it's nothing more than a production with these two nephews. They're just basically actors. You're going to have to watch the documentary to see that. The staged phone calls, the meeting at the gravesite, the showing of postcards, their reactions, the way they speak, just doesn't pass the smell test as being legit concerned family members. So again, these two raising red flags made me look into this a little bit more with Alcatraz. Also knowing much of history is fabricated. What you see on History Channel, they love to promote the so-called elite, the Satanists that run this world. They love to promote their history that they created. They don't care about other events that just so happen to happen over time. It's their fabricated events that they want to spotlight. 100% fabrication. For them to make all the dummy heads in their cells. This is supposedly a maximum security prison. They were supposedly able to smuggle in vacuum parts to make a drill. Okay, let's take a look at the supposed drill here. Okay, you're going to tell me if they're going to sneak in this drill into one of these cells where there's no wall outlet to cut through the wall. There's absolutely no way. There's absolutely no way. Go into a little bit more details about the occult of Alcatraz. Find very interesting. Basically purchased to become a penitentiary in October 1933. October, again, 33. You get your obvious 33 as well. Understand what's taking place. Get a closer look here. You can pause this and read this all you want. Now, again, talking about the supposed drill, and this is the photo of the supposed drill. They somehow managed to sneak in this cell. I mean, again, this is a maximum security prison. Somehow they managed to sneak it in. If you can sneak this drill into this supposed cell, you can sneak in a kitchen sink, you can sneak in a fridge, you can sneak in whatever you want. I don't think so. Now, I looked at these images online, going back in time to all the allowed items into a prison cell in Alcatraz. Read this yourself, all the details. I'm looking at every little detail here. They talk about radio headphones. So someone might assume, oh, that means they had a power outlet in the jail cell, in the prison cell. No. First off, here's an image. You can see here, it's close to the very front. And these are not electrical. Just plug in an RCA jack to have your little radio headphones work. There's no electrical outlets that I know of. And even if you did have an outlet conveniently located close to these supposed vents where they drilled a hole through, even if it was perfectly fine for them to drill a hole with security guards all aware of it, how long would it take? And how loud would it be? There's no way. Just another fabricated story. A long list of fabrications. Now, the head honcho of the supposed escape, besides the England brothers, is Frank Morris. And there's a reason Frank Morris had this all up. First off, let's take a look here at the coordinates of Alcatraz Island. It's on the 37th parallel. Okay? Frank Morris in numerology. If people don't understand they're all about the numbers, then you're completely deceived and you don't understand how these people operate. Okay? You're stuck on a lie system and numbers mean nothing to you, but it means everything to them. Frank Morris is 37 in numerology. It's all about duality with the location and the name Frank Morris. That's not enough. Take a look here. Alcatraz Islands, the current tours they give takes off from Pier 33. Out of all the piers, all the way to Pier 45, get your 4 and 5 and 9, you take off from Pier 33. This is the longer distance to go all the way to go to Alcatraz. And interesting here, you see Fort Mason. with the age of Alcatraz. Sure, the federal government wanted to close it down, but before doing so, they figured they would basically create this story, and they knew it would be part of history, future tourist attraction. Understand there's 1.4 million visitors to Alcatraz Island a year. At $31 a head, do the math. One thing that's a real red flag to me and to anyone that knows anything about the occult is take a look at the number of the pier these Alcatraz tours take off from. Out of all the piers, 1 through 45, it takes off from Pier 33. Of course, as I've mentioned many times, 33 being the highest degree in the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. Better look. Again, Fort Mason, by the way. San Francisco is nothing more than a Masonic city. I'm going to point that out a little bit more as the video goes along. Again, here is a bird's eye view of the San Francisco Bay and the piers. Understand, here's Pier 33. Again, this is where the boats take off the tour of Alcatraz. Out of all these piers are much closer. Takes off from here. And this is not by chance. This is by design. And color different than the other piers. More of a gray, and these are darker color. Here's a look at Pier 33. And look at the construction here. Very Masonic looking. With the arch. The view of Pier 33. Close up again, like I stated. The highest degree in the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry is 33. Taking a look at this Freemasonic image, of course, the pillars and the arch. Completely reminds me of the whole concept in front of Pier 33. Not the same, but very, very similar. So many movies have been made based on Alcatraz, the escape of Alcatraz. Besides the tourist money, all the money coming in through Hollywood movies. In this case, Alcatraz, the whole shocking story. This was a TV movie, many famous actors that were in it. Again, spotlighting their history that they created, their fabricated history, and of course, The Rock from 1996. All these famous actors. And of course, the most famous out of all the Alcatraz movies, starring Clint Eastwood from 1979, The Escape from Alcatraz. Of course, the dummy head from the movie itself, not the actual dummies used with the supposed breakout from Alcatraz. Of course, more recently, with J.J. Abrams with his TV series based on Alcatraz on Fox. Fox in numerology, as I stated many times, is 666.